Hey, Pat and Dave back for another episode of Shop Talk, where today we've got the new 2025 RZR Pro family. Stay tuned to this episode for all the details. All right, so Dave, we got the all-new RZR Pro lineup in the shop today, and we got kind of 3 different machines here. What do we got going on today?
Yeah, Pat, for 2025, it was all about style, comfort, and technology, and I can't wait to show you some of the features on these vehicles we got for 2025. But yeah, there's 3 models. We got the Pro XP, which is your performance trail machine, 64-inch width, 181 horsepower, 90-inch wheelbase. Then you go up to the performance wide open in Pro S, 74-inch, 181 horsepower, and still at 90-inch wheelbase. And then our personal favorite, the race-proven Pro R, the Desert and Dune King.
Now, it all depends when you say my favorite, because where I live, I actually love this rig a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I can ride it here in Minnesota and Wisconsin. But did I hear you say Pro S on the far end there?
That's right. Formerly known as Turbo R, where not only did we update the style, we did update the names, make it a little more consistent.
All right, well, Dave, I think, let's jump in and talk about this exterior styling a bit, right? So there's massive changes going on in the front end, kind of all the way down the side of this rig. You want to kind of walk us through some of the subtleties that people might not see right away?
That's right. Well, first, what you're probably noticing, fangs are back, right? And what's trick about these is they're animated as well. So they actually have a start up and a shutdown sequence that comes through the fangs into the headlights. So you'll definitely know, or everyone will know, that you've got a RZR Ultimate when you're out on the hill.
Yeah, and I think the other cool thing, Dave, I can see it from here. I don't know that you can see it from there, but we got a little Easter egg of RZR hidden in this headlight right on the side. So.
That's right. Oh yeah, that just shows how much attention went into the design of the new RZR with the headlight branding. You got that accent light, all new shape. And if you see the front, I mean, it's just got a much more menacing look, which is what we want. Yeah, it's a little stronger, broader shoulders. It's got a nice short but wide nose, and then you start to see its shoulders here. And we really want to add really 2 things. Add more color for the vehicle, allows for, dress it up in paint, customization, but then also just make it look a little stronger, a little more planted, a little more aggressive.
Well, I was going to say, on this Pro R Ultimate, the other couple things I noticed, you got, painted fascia again. Obviously, fenders and hood now is painted as well. We got some new branding, right, with the Pro R in the grill and the 2-liter on the intake here. So,
that's right.
Yeah,
hey, if you got a Pro R, you want to show you got that 2.0 liter engine, right?
Yeah, no doubt about that. So coming back then on the body side, obviously you got a style that's coming all the way through the back end of this thing.
That's right.
So Dave, come on back here and kind of show off these doors and body line for me.
Absolutely. Maybe one of my favorite things is you get the shot here. This body line comes front. I call it tip to tail, comes all the way through. There's those shoulders I talked about. Nice, smooth, upward heading body line, all the way back to the nice flat fender. No shark fin anymore. Again, it just makes the vehicle seem really strong, planted to the ground, ready to go.
Yeah, and another thing here too, right? Between the front door, like vertical body line, so you don't have to worry about that door catching on anything, like nice, smooth, easy action.
That's right, you'll notice, so these are full coverage doors, really well integrated into the rocker panel here. Smooth body line, nice wide opening, and all new door, inner liner and frame as well. This is a really nice door. I think we upped the game in the door.
Yeah, for sure. And then moving up, obviously full color on this Pro R on the cage, yeah?
That's right, that's right. Well, you got a vehicle this nice, you want to dress it up. So we've got, the colored ROPS as well as the interior and the suspension, which we'll show you the interior in a minute. But you get down to the suspension, you see all the color matching going on here, and then check out the brand new beadlock wheels. New for 2025, designed with the vehicle by our designers to go with the vehicle, and those are color matched on every Pro R Ultimate as well. So I think we've got 4 colors we're launching for 2025. So they come from the factory, color matched, ready to go. And
not only that, but it's a true beadlock, right? Like the rim, the tire's outside the tire, that ring's bolting it in to hold it, to clamp it on.
That's right.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. So looking over at this Pro XP then, the other thing I pick up on the front end that we maybe didn't talk about on the Pro R, but it's across all of them, is this opening right here in the front fender on either side. What do you got cooking here?
Yeah, this is maybe one of the coolest features on the new Pro lineup, is those are functional nostrils. That is actually letting fresh air come into the vehicle, and as we get into the vehicle here, you can see the fresh air is taken out from the front of the vehicle, coming inside, and there's actually vents in the footwell that channels that fresh air into the cabs.
Cools it down quite a bit. I mean, the nice thing is I took one of these out, even when you're going slow, like 10, 15 miles an hour, You get some air blowing across your legs. It's really nice. The other thing, if you go down in this fender area that you're going to be able to see, there's an extra panel that got added in behind the radiator here. So hopefully maybe I can get my hand out of the way. But that hot airflow coming off the cooling fan is actually being deflected out of the wheel well. And with these full coverage doors, it's going to kind of wrap right around the vehicle. So not only do you get less heat loading into that, panel in front of your feet, but you also now have fresh air coming from these fenders that's wrapping down and blowing some air around. Makes it way more comfortable when you're cruising around, especially on those hot days.
Nice to get some fresh air into the cab as well, right? Particularly if you have a windshield, the other benefit it gives, it actually helps push that dust out as well. So you got a front and rear windshield, it's gonna be cooler and less dust.
So Dave, we're talking all about the outside, but I saw these new seats, so I couldn't wait to jump in here. We got a lot going on this interior, but starting with the door, what do you got cooking here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the style and the refinements did not end on the outside. We brought them inside the cab as well. As you just pointed out, really nice interior door liner here now with armrest. Really nice when you're inside the vehicle.
Yeah, and if I saw right, there's a seal all the way around the bottom of that because it's a full coverage door now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, full coverage, got a seal at the bottom. So it keeps the elements out, and it's nice, really solid looking door. But you come inside and you nailed it, Pat. So new seats, all new seat construction, new seat profile, really nice material. Get a detail shot of that. You got some perforated leather-like material and some really cool accents in the seats as well.
Yeah, Dave, I had a chance to take one of these out a week or two ago, and the bolstering and the confidence of these seats, they're really plush, they're really nice, but they hold you in really good. And I think, I'm a little bigger than you are, but I think they fit you and me. Like, they're good for a variety of sizes of people.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been our favorite seat. They've been a crowd favorite, so we're stoked to bring them to the Pro lineup as well.
Yeah, now the other thing I see, obviously, I got a all new passenger grab handle on here. This thing is way easy to adjust. Like, flip these levers in, it's like butter. I mean, this thing's super easy to get dialed in where you want it.
That's right. You can adjust it where you want, but you're probably noticing it's a lower profile now as well. So
yeah,
a little bit lower, right out in front of you. You can actually adjust it.
Yeah.
Really nice. But adjustments don't end there. We got to point out again, the Pro lineup has the telescoping steering, so it's got tilt and tele, as well as the buttons on the steering wheel for ultimates. And which is really unique and great for the driver.
Yeah, now the other thing here, when you see these lights across the dash, not just like the headlights on the outside, you got a sweet lighting sequence that comes on the interior too. And the other thing that you notice is that we've got an all new gauge on this one too.
That's right, yeah, so we've got a black and color display ahead of the driver as well as your ride command on the Ultimate. So fresh look. Got the information right in front of you. It's a real nice touch.
Yeah, so I think not only that, but when we look at this dash, this dash is all new layout as well. And there's some trick storage bins here that have really nice latches in them that'll actually stay up when you let go of them, even if you got a windshield on. So you got the one kind of right in the middle. You got the one in front of the passenger side. And there's actually an Easter egg hiding under here. I don't know if you can see that.
So this summer we are celebrating 70 years at Polaris. Not me and Pat. It feels like it sometimes, but
maybe combine us, right?
Yeah,
we're pretty
almost.
Close.
But 70 years, so we put an anniversary badge under there, and then under this lid, we got a little histogram of the RZR lineup as well. Kind of throwing homage back to 2008 when we really created the category with RZR and where we are today with this Pro lineup. So
nice.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So other things I noticed sitting in here, we've got an all new audio system as well.
That's right. That's right. Well. We've been about 5 years into the relationship with Rockford Fosgate, continue to improve our audio system, and this is the most integrated, best audio system we've put out yet. So you've got the 2 speakers in the dash, you got this really well integrated tweeters up here in the A-pillar cover, check that out. We've got new speakers in the rear with new enclosures. They're actually almost 2 times larger than they were in the previous generation, so you got the rear audio. But then again, my personal favorite is all Ultimates come with stage 4 audio, meaning it's got a 10-inch subwoofer under the dash. Check it out. It even has a badge that just peeks out under the dash there, so you know you've got the best in audio.
Nice. All right. Well, Dave, I think we got to go over to this Pro R because there's a few things on that the Pro XP doesn't get,
cool.
Right? All right, so bouncing over to this Pro R 4-seater, the next thing we want to talk to you guys is about the new rear seats, which are common among all 3, right? If you get the 4-seater, Dave?
That's right, all Ultimate 4 seats.
Yeah, so if we get these harnesses out of the way, there's a super easy latch to pop this backrest out, and I'll bring it out to show you guys. But all you got to do is flex this back, pops right off that latch. And then the cool thing is, just like the previous gen models, you can flip that rear seat right over and you get a nice full flat, you know, huge storage area in the back. So you got plenty of room to haul things. You know, if you want to snap the backrest back in to take it, you can, or you can leave it at home to really maximize the area you got. And you can do that on one side, both sides, no sides, kind of up to you. So really nice feature on these Ultimates. And again, that's across the Pro XP, Pro S, and Pro R. Now, Dave, moving forward, we got some super awesome technology in the front seats of all Pro Rs, right?
Yeah, probably the second coolest thing to the fresh air nostrils is the air we're pushing through the seats. So these new Pro R Ultimates come front seats, have actually forced induction air coming through the back of the seat through a fan, and it's got a heated seat bottom. So you got heated seat bottom, vented seat back. You're gonna be comfortable no matter what the temperature is.
Yeah, and the easy way to tell is you can kind of see there's some holes in this mesh area and there's a zipper around this seat back. So the cool thing about it is that if you get some dust buildup over time, you can easily take this out, wash it off with a hose, get all that dirt and debris out. You can actually see where the airflow comes in here, but all you gotta do is tuck this little panel back in, zip your seat back up, and you're ready for the next ride. So super simple tech on these seats, but it works phenomenally well.
Yeah. That was a great way to show it, Pat. You could see that airflow coming through. Let me show you how you control it here on the ride command screen. So really cool interface. You just hit the menu button there. You can see right here, driver seat. You press the vent and you're probably starting to hear it now. It flows so much air that you can probably hear it on camera, but really nice, getting some airflow down your back there. And then let's say it turns in evening, you need to heat up the seat. Just right there, you've got 3 settings of heat as well. So you can control passenger and driver right there at the touch of a button.
All right, so another cool feature of the seat belts is we've actually moved from a single retractor down underneath the front seat where that strap had to go all the way up and around, to we've got dual retractors now here, you know, one for each shoulder. And Dave, the other thing I noticed beyond the dual retractors and how easy these are to use is we've got the new webbing here too, right?
That's right, a lot softer material, so it makes it easier to adjust. You can see here, particularly on the lap when you're pulling it tight, you can see just how smooth and easy that is. So really nice upgrade to not just the seats, but also the seat belts.
Yeah, and that seatbelt webbing, whether you got the Click 6s in the front, the fixed ones in the back, or the Sub-Zeros that we saw on that Pro XP, they all get that webbing, right?
They all get that webbing. Yep, yeah. Yep, exactly right.
Nice. So I think one other one we got to cover off while you're sitting in here, it's obviously on the driver's side, but when we think about DYNAMIX, that X button actually it's got a new feature for this year, again, across all 3 Ultimates, whether it's a Pro R, a Pro S, or a Pro XP. But if you actually double tap that red button, it'll actually latch on that full firm functionality for you. So you don't have to sit there and hold it. Like when you see, you know, a minefield of whoops coming up in front of you, you know, you're going to be blazing through for a while. And you're maybe cruising around in comfort and you didn't want to go all the way up to Baja or a different mode. You can just double tap that X button, let go of it. It'll stay in firm until you double tap it to remove it again, or toggle up or down to get out of that mode. So another really cool feature there. I think the other one too on the Pro Rs is the drive modes, right? That are pretty neat.
That's right, just toggle here right on the switch. You can flip between 3 different drive modes, which controls your throttle and your torque output. So again, really intuitive, easy interfaces between your drive modes on a switch and all your DYNAMIX modes right here on the steering wheel. It's really easy to get the right mode that you need and easy to adjust on the fly.
All right, well Dave, I think we better bounce over to that Pro S and show just how easy it is to accessorize this new Pro family. All right, so Dave, now that I got it locked in my mind that this thing is actually the Pro S, take us through what accessories we got on this rig compared to the other, you know, a stock unit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we got to support the customization, as customers love to do that. Let's start right up here up front with this bumper. This is a Polaris engineered accessory bumper, nice aluminum bash guard there as well. The cool thing for 2025 is we're actually bringing back colored accessories. So this bumper will actually be offered in 6 colors that match the colors that we're offering this year. So you can get that front, rear bumper, and rockers in color matched offerings.
Nice. So the next thing I noticed, huge wheels and tires on this rig, right?
That's right. This one's fitted with Pro Armor wheel and tire. You've got a whole lineup from Pro Armor tires that we offer, so you can pick and choose any wheel and tire you need.
Yeah. So next one, obviously, you know, super easy to install windshields, right? But this one, you know, flip 2 clamps and get it out of the way.
That's right, that lock and ride, just quick and easy like that. The key here is having that nice seal ditch right here for the windshield to seal up against. That stands true for the half windshield like we just showed, or even full windshields. Lock and ride on and off in 15 seconds.
All right, so next one I noticed when I opened up the door on these, we got these sweet door bags, right?
That's right. Well, you can't have too much storage, right? We'll get into that more, but that with the new door liner that we have there, really convenient to have your items, your wallet, cell phone, all that kind of stuff right within reach.
Nice. All right, so moving up, obviously mirror is an accessory as well, right?
That's right. Yep, this mirror here, this roof is an accessory for a sports or a premium trim. Comes standard and ultimate trim, and then it is ready to mount light bars on top. This one happens to have the rigid, one of the best in the industry in light bars, partnered with them and came out with this 32-inch light bar.
Yeah, so speaking of light bars, right, when you got electrical accessories, we got the 6-position pulse bar, and this whole upper dash has been redesigned. So first thing I'm going to do, I might have cheated a little by pulling a couple of these hood fasteners off, but you can see there's like 2 screws right here. That basically loosens up the front end. There's one on either side. When you open up the glove box, I popped out 2 fasteners here. But it makes it really easy to get this center storage bin out of the way, and then you got 4 screws under this, and then there's a series of H-clips that you can remove this whole upper panel. So it makes accessorization way easier, and you can actually see the 6-position pulse bar right through this center storage bin. So it makes it really easy to wire up things like light bars or other electrical accessories.
So no running cables to the battery. Every accessory comes with a wire harness that goes right to pulse, to your switch. You're powered, ready to go, right?
Right.
Nice and easy.
All right, moving to the back then, Dave. Probably a couple of my favorite things are back here. So we've got this single-handed tire carrier, right? It makes it really easy with these gas struts to lift up and get out of the way. And this is probably my favorite setup here, right? North Star cooler in the front, storage bin in the back, but you can actually configure this to other things, right?
That's right. So this bin here comes in storage or a cooler configuration. Then we also have a storage bin that goes in the front here. So you can mix and match cooler storage bins, but there's no more convenient way to put your gear than in one of these storage bins in the back. And as you're demonstrating there, again, lock and ride, 2 flips of lever, and it comes right out, and you can take it with you. All of those also work with the tire carrier as well. So all those combinations really meant to work together, and you can see right there how easy it is.
All right, so Dave, we've covered off on a huge amount of content on these Pro family of razors. Now, I know there's some trim differences, right? So maybe start out with Pro XP and Pro S, but what trims do those two come in on the ends of the vehicles lined up here?
Yeah, you're right on. We talked a lot about things that are across the whole lineup, but Pro XP and Pro S are coming in 3 trim levels. So of course you start out with your Sport. We've got a Premium and an Ultimate. What you'll notice for what we did this year though is we changed up the content on Premium and Ultimate. Premium is now going to come with ride command, so you can get that 7-inch touchscreen, GPS, group ride, but no audio, so you kind of save the cost there. But a really nice offering. If you want more than a Sport, you can get GPS built on a Premium. Ultimates though, we made the best even better. So we actually gave it full audio system with the Stage 4, with the subwoofer. You get ride command, you get DYNAMIX, you get all the goodies, you get roofs and the seat belts that we talked about. So Ultimates, really nice offerings.
Nice. Now, when we look at the Pro Rs, that's changed a little bit from model year 25, right? What trims do we have there?
That's right, that's right. So Pro R, Sports are back. So we're coming in with a very price competitive Pro R Sport. So a great canvas if you want to customize it, if you're into racing, that's how you can get into a Pro R. And then there's a Pro R Ultimate. Again, we made the best even better. We gave it the heated and cooled seats, the same Stage 4 audio, beadlock wheels, all that goodness. And that's coming in a number of colors. And just wait, we might have some other colors and LEs up our sleeve as well.
All right, well, hey, everybody, that's it for this episode of Shop Talk. We talked all about this Pro family of razor lineup, you know, the Pro XP, the Pro S, if I'll remember that, and the Pro R. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next few episodes where we're going to dive deep on some systems here with some industry experts coming into the shop.